Hello, hello, hello. Good morning for most of you. Good afternoon for some of you. Good evening for some of you. Glad to have you. Good morning, Rochelle. Thanks for coming on with your friend the other day. Glad to see everyone. Yes. It is evening here in Bali, and we're going to be coming live at this time weekly for June. Well, now and into June, for the month of June. And going to do Reiki at this time. So, I'm excited to offer this and do it at a bit of a different time to, that may be convenient for more people, and to help people start, be in the middle, or end their day with Reiki. And I also do ancestral clearing. Hello, Sherry. Nice to have you. Nancy, welcome. So, we are going to be on for 30 minutes for the live stream. If you are new to me, don't forget to follow me here. If you appreciate this space, give a donation. And you can check out my other live streams. I usually go live at the opposite time of day, wherever that is for you. And I have many different topics you can join in. And I also have replays available on social media. Please follow me everywhere there. And check me out. Get in touch if you would like. Excuse me. Is anybody brand new to me that would like to say hi? Is anybody brand new to Reiki or distance Reiki or ancestral clearing or insight timer or live streams here? Then I could, if requested, give an explanation briefly. I also want to share there's like 2 days left until the launch of my money mindset program, which is designed to help you or whoever chooses that's ready to up-level their financial life and change their relationship with money as well as their bank account balance. So it's going to be an 8-week program. So there's still, a couple spots. We're almost full. So if that's interesting to you, there's a page on my website you can check out. You can reach out to me. We'll see if you may be a good fit. Thank you, Nancy. Yeah, not always. I do Reiki a lot in my live streams, and also the purpose of this session is to have more of a dedicated Reiki space, especially for most people it's in the morning. So my intention for this space is it will be for you. I mean, if you're, in Asia like me, it's fine wherever you are. And also, I know many of you join from the West where it's the morning. So my intention is to have this space be a start to your day, either if you're, earlier in your morning, like the west coast of the U.S. or Canada. It would be early morning there, a little bit later morning in the East. Hi, Joanne. Good morning. Nice to see you again. And J.E. as well. So yeah, you know, you there's an invitation for you to create your day. When we create our day intentionally, then we create more of the day that we choose instead of living by default. So being intentional about our mornings and how we start our mornings is really important. And so this is designed to be a part of that. Um, so, and one thing I would invite everybody to do is think about, and some of you may already be doing this, and if you are, I would love to hear. Do you set goals for yourself, like things that are important to you that you get done in the day, and not things like pick up your dry cleaning unless you have some energy or it's hard for you to do that, but some task or goal that's challenging, that stretches you a bit, because this is a really powerful practice in creating yourself. And this is part of what I'm going to be teaching in the money mindset program, and part of what I'm also doing as well, because it's part of the process in the program, is to stretch yourself. And stretching yourself can be, something huge, like quitting your job or a relationship or whatever, buying a new house or something, but it doesn't have to be that. It can be a small thing. So what can you do today to stretch yourself? And the thing you'll notice, and this is what I'm noticing, is that I have started doing these small daily stretches of different kinds, and it's giving me the ability to stretch bigger and more than I thought before. So it's like a muscle that stretches, it grows, and then it's easier to do it next time. So, and I got some of this too from Michael Singer. Y'all know I never shut up about him. But he, talked about in the spiritual journey, because in the journey of overcoming ourselves and creating ourselves and actualizing and awakening and all of that, part of it is that we get to be mindful of our thoughts and choose different thoughts. And that requires will and focus and presence and paying attention in all of those muscles, like mindset muscles. So Michael Singer said in this one talk, he's like, don't start with not eating the dessert, like if that's the thing. Start with leaving the last best bite that on the plate. And I just loved that so much. And I'm like, ooh, I'm going to use that. Not about desserts, because y'all know I'm sugar free, but just that just bit of a stretch, a bit more. So what I was inspired to do based on that is I'm walking again. I love to walk whenever it's conducive to wherever I'm living. And I'm living in a place where I can walk. And so I was walking. I started out just random, like 30, 45 minutes. I'm not timing it really. I'm like walking to a landmark and back. And what I thought, I'm going to stretch myself. Instead of stopping like just an out and back, I'm just going to make myself walk. I'm going to set a timer and walk 2 minutes further, just 2 minutes. 2 minutes past when I want to stop at my bike. And so I did that. I set a timer. So 2 minutes in, and then it would be 2 minutes back. That was amazing. And what that opened up is now I'm actually walking a whole kilometer longer. And that burn of like self-discipline of like doing something I don't want to do and pushing through anyway is giving me muscles in other areas now. And self-discipline equals self-love. Self-discipline equals self-love. It's an action, and it's a feeling, and it's an action. So even today, I walked, and I found myself wanting to cut it short and make excuses. And I said, Natalie, no, sweetie, no. There was no real excuse. But I started noticing I'm believing them, and I was like, I must do this. I must. It's even more important now than ever. I'm feeling a burn. I'm feeling a resistance. I'm feeling, oh, I don't want to. I just want to end it when I make the loop. And it's like, no, I must. This is the time when it's most important that I walk more. And I did. And then I do yoga in the morning, but this morning I had a call and I was busy. And so I was like, I'm doing this 21, this Tibetan rites it's this thing I'm doing. And it's like every day, it's a commitment I have. I do it in the morning. It's harder to do it at night, but I was like, okay, I'm coming home from this hour-long walk. I walked 5 kilometers, 3 miles in an hour. I did it. I said it. I did it. And I came home and I'm like, I've got it. I'm doing this. And it was so much easier for me to do the yoga because I've been doing these stretches every day. And even more like that I walked longer when I didn't want to. And yeah, so this is your inspiration for the day. What small stretch can you incorporate in? And you will see it will grow. So I already drew a card for everybody, a collective card for your day. Nancy, amazing. You do 45 minutes of self Reiki a day and Tai Chi. Awesome. Deb. Oh, that's great. Mindful eating is so important, powerful, and that's a perfect place to practice too. Not like denying a meal, but maybe just being mindful and not taking that last bite as a spiritual practice. Awesome. No worries, JE. Hi, Seeds. Good morning, afternoon, evening. Yeah. Micro adjustments. So the card I drew for everyone, it just was, of course, random. Soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. We get this one a lot. And this is also part of what is in the money mindset program that I'm doing. I just, it's top of mind for me because I've been creating it, the curriculum and the course, and also I've been working on this for myself too, is that, we need help. We can't do stuff alone. And it's so common for people that are in lack, are in scarcity, isolate themselves, try to make changes alone. That's why 12-step programs work so well. One of the main reasons, right? The why there's support groups and things like that. So this is an indicator for you, looking for you to look at where in your life do you get to call in your tribe and create your tribe. Because even for me, because I'm like doing all of this with the group that I'm running, I'm doing it too, is like, okay, I get to create my community. So this means I get to stretch outside of my comfort zone and ask for help and get support. So yeah, hi Lorraine, great question. I was like, I got creative, and I thought about a couple friends that I knew, and I asked them, I'm like, hey, I'm looking for like a collaborative, equal support. Um, and I'm doing this, like, I'm really focusing on abundance and mindset, and I'm going to be taking massive actions. So it's going to be about accountability. So I'm like, I've already made connections with a few people. I'm probably also going to do something in the town that I live in, maybe create some group or something like that. So, yeah. All right. So I said this was going to be about 30 minutes, and it's wonderful what I'm talking about. And also, I want us to get into the Reiki. So, just some nuggets for you to think about um, through your day. And how do you want to create your day to be? That's up to you. And you can have an intention and then live into it to the best of your ability. And it might be an intention of being, like for me, my values are like a couple of them: freedom, peace, and joy. So how can I embody that and live that through the day? And like I said, what stretch can you do? What things in your life will move your needle, whatever that means? Something you've been putting off. Or maybe it's joining the gym and you've been driving by it for days, weeks, or months every day and saying you're going to do it and don't. Well, okay, today's your day. So considering that as you move forward. So we will dive into the Reiki now. Hi, Laura. Seeing some familiar faces this morning. Thanks for saying hi, everybody. And yeah, we'll do 10-15 minutes diving deep. I will close with ancestral clearing. And I may guide you. I may be quiet. We'll just see how it flows. And it won't affect the Reiki because the Reiki does what it is going to do. So, coming in to a closed eye space together, feeling this tribe here that we have an Insight Timer in this live stream right now, even in the replay if you're watching that. Feeling the community surrounding you, here and now, all of us focused. This is a great time of transformation for all of us, for the collective, for humanity. So feeling into that energy as well. And the way to create that transformation in your life is by everything that I'm saying. And also the inner work, and also the energy work, just like this Reiki. And also the actions. So just opening yourself up to receive. And I am just a channel of the Reiki. And your body, mind, spirit draws in the Reiki in a way very specific and individual to you. We're all different. And also you can have your intention for the Reiki as well as I have for this space. So surrender deeper and deeper. You may want to sigh or tone or sing, chant, or just be silent. And in addition to your community here now, your community in your life, we also have our spiritual support team, our spiritual team of loving support that never leaves us. So also imagining that surrounding you. A loving presence. Allow yourself to be helped. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to do this alone. Notice if you're holding stress or tension in the body unconsciously, and release that when you notice. Relax your belly. Just let it hang out. Soften the belly. Soften the jaw, the cheekbones, the cheeks. And for those of you who are in your morning time, I want you to envision moving through your day in the highest version of yourself, full of love, peace, power, freedom, joy, connection, presence, bliss. The 10x version of yourself. What choices would the 10x you make? Meaning like totally supercharged, superpower version of yourself. And if you're not in your morning, then think about the next morning tomorrow, in your day tomorrow, or the rest of your day. And then embody that energy now. Feel how it feels in your heart, in your body. How does it feel to be at peace? How does it feel to have an open heart? How does it feel to embody loving awareness? How does it feel to wear the world as a loose garment? As Michael Singer says, we're spinning around in the middle of nowhere. On a speck of dust, and we're not here for very long. How would that perception and knowledge and truth, it is truth, we're only here for a blink of an eye, how would that change what you do today? How would that change any decisions you might make, or at the minimum, how you would choose to be? So vision yourself into that now. Feel it in the body. Breathe it in. And when you notice the old thoughts, the old energies, the old personality, as I've talked about before and shared, Joe Dispenza says that you have a word that wakes you up in the dream. He uses change. And the moment you notice old patterns of thinking, of being, you just say change. And this is what I was talking about earlier with the self-discipline. This is where you can use this. So we'll go ahead and wrap up. I also was channeling Sylvana energy, the energy of transformation that I'm attuned to support you in your expansion. You're welcome to stay with closed eyes, if that works with your schedule. If you'd like to come back to a wakeful state, gently, slowly, easily. Welcome back. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Tina. Hi, Elena. Rochelle, you're back. Carmen. Kelly. Allison, hello. You're welcome. So if you found this space valuable, you can follow me and then be notified of lives that are scheduled in the future. If you feel called to give a donation, you can do so as well if you want to connect deeper. In addition to my money mindset program closing in 48 hours, I'm also offering a few spots for a new or like somewhat new type of session that I am experimenting with and wanting to play with. So I'm looking for people who are willing to play, and it's a sort of a specific format and flow of a coaching session. It's like similar, but it's also different in that we get really dig into the details of your life and take, look at the different areas where you're at now and then where you want to be, your vision. And it can be really helpful and powerful to even just see that. So I'm offering it as because I want to practice. So it would, give me an opportunity to practice and be in a space of experimenting and practicing, and I might look at notes or something like that. And you get to have an impactful experience as well, and no strings attached. So if that's interesting to you, send me a message. And yeah, there's no, it's a gift. It's a gift, and also, as I said, I will get an opportunity to practice something new. It's out of my comfort zone a bit. So, yeah. Please, thanks, guys and guys and gals, people, human beings. So yes, please send me a private message, and we'll connect there. And this is like, even that is like out of my comfort zone, and there I am demonstrating that. It's easier for me to just continue on in the way that I do, you know, my coaching, which I still am doing all of that. But it's a demonstration of, okay, outside the comfort zone. That's where change happens. That's where we stretch. Awesome, Sophie. Thanks. And that's how we grow. So, like, one of my favorite quotes from, so we're in the program, The Money Mindset, we're using Overcoming Under Earning, a wonderful book by Barbara Stanny. And I think it was a quote in there, or somewhere in my travels online. It says, the actions create the becoming. Meaning, you know, becoming ourselves and creating ourselves who we want to be. Mosquito. So, yeah, I'm keeping that in mind. Thinking about change, wishing, hoping, procrastinating. There's not a good or bad about it. And also, to change creates action, and when we do that, we become, we up level, we go up the spiral. So, for those in the West, you have the possibility and potential and opportunity of this new day. For some of you, might be, you have the rest of your day. For the evening, people in, like us, in the East, we can reflect for tomorrow and reflect back on our day. There's a practice too, it's Buddhist, and it's like, you know, in the law of attraction realms, and like, of, you know, you go back at night and you like relive your day, and then you like correct it in your mind as to like if there was something you wish you would have done differently, that you imagine that you did it that way. Awesome, Kelly. Good for you for like following that impulse, spontaneously taking a personal day. So yeah, this is perfect. How are you going to create and spend your juicy personal day? What a good way to start. Okay, I am going to go have my juicy unwinding Netflix evening time. Yes, Sophie, I am in Bali, and it is 9:12 p.m. So, I am here. I will see you all very soon. I think, oh yeah, the next live, come to this one, y'all. It's my Byron Katie mini series where we will be continuing reading in her little booklet. And we might get into the Judge Your Neighbor worksheet a bit more. So I can send you the free PDFs of the little booklet of the Judge Your Neighbor worksheet and the instructions. If you want, if you know her work, if you don't, if you want to continue, if you've joined in. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can reach out and you can come. But it's freedom from suffering, basically. Who wants to be free from suffering and believing our thoughts and identified and getting lost in them? And besides me. Yes, Laura, it's a Buddhist teaching that I've heard in a couple different places. It's like a correcting your day, correcting how you would be. I know for me, so I'm working on my resource page for the money mindset. There's some amazing, like, juicy meditations, Joe Dispenza, and different talks and things. And so I'm making this web page on my website, and I had to use tech support. I get to recreate that because I got very frustrated, and I saw myself, and I was relaxing and releasing to the best of my ability. And I fell short in that I reacted upon the tech support person by getting frustrated and sharing frustration. And I apologized, and also, at least I apologized, and I could have done it differently. And I just think about, Singer talks about the samskaras, which is the stuff stored inside. So now when I deal with technical support or phone customer service stuff or all of that sort of a thing, I'm like, there's so much charge here. And I'm like, okay, well, how many years did I resist and push down and not like the experience of being on hold or being on customer service or being with a tech support, that I didn't let it pass through me? So no wonder it's all just sitting right here, and it gets very easily activated. So I made progress, and I did some relaxing and releasing, and also then I didn't. Yes, exactly. So then we bring in, there's nothing wrong. It's not pass fail. It's not good bad. So, messy human. Okay. See you all very soon. Much love. Namaste. Thank you for joining. Thank you. See you. Bye-bye.